These are air compressors for our dealership. This is a compressor you will find in most garages, but this is the compressor that no one should be without. Today, I'm reviewing the Airmoto Smart Air Pump. Who's it for? Men, women, and children alike. Why do I care? Air is in everything we use. Basketball, footballs, punching bags, soccer balls, bicycles, motorcycles, cars, trailers. Everything needs air these days. So I'm gonna show you how it works, how to use it, and where to get one. Let's do it. Here we go with the unboxing. When you get it, this is how it comes. Slide open the package, remove the protective cover. Here's the air pump itself. Comes with the hose stored inside. Comes with a manual. Of all manuals, I suggest to read this manual. On the side over here, you get an adapter, you get a charging cable, you get an inflator needle, you get a nice storage pouch. Now the charging cable is a Type-C charging cable. The adapter is for press to valves. And there's also another adapter, which is just a valve, which I could say you could do like air balloons and or inflatables for like, say you're gonna go tubing or whatnot, you wanna top off the air in your tube. And then there's the basketball or sports ball needle. Now I know the intro to my video, I sound like a salesman. I'm not trying to sell you this, all right? Companies find me on my Instagram or my YouTube. They reach out to me and say, hey, we got a product. We'd like you to review the product. We'll send you one free of charge. I did not pay for this. This was sent to me. I'm not being paid for this. I'm not making any money on this, all right? All I'm gonna do is walk through the Airmoto air pump, explain to you why it's a good product, why you should have one, why I like it, how to use it, and a couple other things. It's very simple in operation. You charge it up. Once it's charged, you get up to 40 minutes of use. There's a mini air pump inside there that sucks air through these vents, pulls it in, pushes it through the tube into whatever it is you're trying to inflate. If I didn't like this thing so much, I would open it up with a hammer and figure out what's inside there just to show you, but I actually like this thing. Why I like it so much is because I'm actually a dealership technician, and we get cars dropped off all the time here with flat tires. We have to fill up a tank and walk out there with a tank to inflate the tires. What I've been doing is just walking out there, screwing this thing on, letting it fill up the tire as I'm back in the shop still working, and then when it's full, go out there and drive the car in. So it saves me the time of having to fill up the air tank, drag the big old air tank out there, fill up the tire, throw the air tank in the customer's car, drive it inside, take the air tank out. This thing fits right in my pocket. Operating it is super easy. There's a button on the bottom you can push to either help pop up the hose, or you can just pull the hose out. You thread the hose to the top of the opening. Then you will connect it to whatever valve you want to connect it to, whether it be the needle, the air inflator, the Presta adapter, or just straight to the tire valve. Hold down the power button. See the lights come on. Now it's on. There's presets. Right now we're on the car and we're on PSI. If I hit the tire button at the bottom, it switches between the car, the motorcycle, the bicycle, the sports ball, or personal settings. It just goes straight to 100. It's called custom. You can set it to whatever you want to set it to. Back to car. Up here at the PSI, we can hit the U button, and it switches between all the different measurements: bar, kPa, kilograms, back to PSI. If you want to adjust the pressure up, you hit the plus button. If you want to adjust it down, you hit the minus button. Easy as that. If you want to go faster, hold it down. It'll start zinging up. Hold the minus, it'll start zinging down. Easy as pie. There's also a light on the top. So if you hit and hold down the U button a couple seconds, the LED comes on. Hold it again, LED goes off. All right, so I'm going to show you on this tire here. Very simple in operation again. Once we screw it in, it's going to show the actual pressure in the tire on this upper gauge. We're at 32. So I'm going to make this quick. We're only going to go to 34. Once it's on and I got my settings where I want it, I'm just going to hit the power button again. Once it reaches the pressure and it's happy with it, it shuts off automatically. You don't have to hold it, but I choose to hold it. I don't want to put a lot of strain on this hose. The hose is hot because anytime air is compressed, it generates heat due to the friction. If you want to let air out, there's a bleed on the side. I can bleed out there. I like this thing a lot. What I've been using it for, besides the dealership, is I bring it home and my kids love to play basketball in a front driveway. Well, all the balls that we have are, you never know if they're the right pressure. So it's nice to have a digital gauge, and it's annoying to use a bicycle pump or even those itty bitty small pumps that come with some of the basketballs, right? Hook this up, screw it on, put the needle in there, set the pressure, hit the power, let it do its thing, and a couple seconds to a minute, and you're good to go. I'll show you a video here too that I actually made my kid fill up his own bike because he's like, Dad, my tire feels flat. Can you put some air in her? I says, no, you can. So I showed him the air pump. I told him how to use it, and like, he's good with video games, so all he had to do is hit a couple buttons on there, set the pressure. I told him how to read the tire on the bicycle. It tells you what pressure to put in there. He set the number, screwed it on, hit the power button, let it fill up, unscrewed it, good to go, man. Let's go over the pros and cons. First, the cons. I went out there to fill up a tire that was flat. It was dropped off to us. There wasn't a hole in it, so it wasn't profusely leaking, so I was able to put air in there, right? But it took a long time. It probably took about 20 minutes to go from 0 PSI up to 30 PSI, right? Now, I want you to understand that the smaller the thing you're trying to put air into, the easier it is to compress the air, right? So if you got a tire with a big old sidewall on it, or like a big, we'll say a 70 series truck tire, it's gonna take longer to fill that one up than if you had a 40 or 35 series car tire. So this is extremely handy when you're topping up tires, but if you're looking to fill tires from 0 to whatever pressure, you're gonna run into some troubles, right? Especially when it comes to big car tires, right? Other than that, it's all pros with this thing, man. Getting the kids basketball situated. I end up going on like I went on a tear. I filled up the soccer balls, the basketballs, the footballs, my punching bag in the garage. I just started inflating everything just to make sure, because it's kind of cool. You got the digital display, right? I do have an air gun, but it's kind of tricky. You put too much air through an air gun and you end up blowing things up, right? And I ain't about that life. So hey, if this is something that you think you're interested in, there's gonna be a link down below to purchase it. There may even be a coupon code that Airmoto will give me, but if you go on their website, they're usually 40 to 50% off and give bundles if you buy 1 up to 7 of these things. They also have a car charger kit. One of the good things about it too is a 30-day money-back guarantee. Buy it. If you don't like it, send it back, get your money back, no worries, right? All it takes is a couple extra days of the shipping back and forth, but you're not stuck with it if you don't like it. That's why I do these reviews, is because I'm a very indecisive shopper. Buyer, right? I'm not good at that kind of thing. I will spend hours in an aisle just to leave with nothing in my hand. I started doing reviews because I watch reviews, and like, how can I do reviews to help people on things that I like, right? So I like this thing. I suggest this to everybody. I think I might get a couple extra ones, keep in the wife's car, keep one at the house, keep one in my car, keep one at the shop. These things come in handy. They really do. So hey, if you like my review, if you like my channel, check out some of my other videos. I give tips and tricks and how-tos. I'm a 20-year dealership master technician. I've been doing this quite some time, and I try to share my information, my tips, my tricks, my reviews, my thoughts on things, right? So I want to give a shout out to Airmoto. Thank you for sending me one of these. I do love it. I appreciate working with you guys, and the rest of you, take care out there.